Good morning and welcome to Today in LA. I'm Mike Amos and welcome to Pike County Ford's Picks of the Week on this Friday, and hope everybody's doing well. Ricky, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's good to be
Been
back.
on the road a little bit.
Yes, sir.
We finally ran you down, and it's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Of
Good
course,
to be back.
you know, it's good to see Texas coming to you a little bit, so Texas will be coming to you a little bit. Is that right?
That's right. Texas will be here next weekend.
And of course,
Mama
everybody-
coming. Mama's coming. All right.
Yeah, that means some good groceries.
I hope so.
But, you know, one thing.
Take her to Brundage to get some Crow's chicken. She'll fall in love.
Well, you can get Crow's Chicken on North 39th Street
Yes, you
right
can.
here, too.
Yeah,
It's
is that
pretty
right?
good, too, yeah.
Good deal.
And, of course, we appreciate all of our sponsors this morning. And, of course, Ricky, tell us what's going on, man. Your TCU Horned Frogs are about having their worst year in a long time.
I don't know if it's any coincidence. They lose to Kansas and Ricky's not here last Friday.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I can tell you this. I didn't watch it, so it was that bad. No,
Oh,
when
Lord.
you lose to Kansas, I mean, your season's pretty much over. The heartbreaking part is, you know, if we don't win another game, we're not even going to be bowl eligible. So
You know,
That's
but
heartbreaking.
and I was looking at that, and they've got a couple of pretty tough ones left, don't they? Let's see. I don't know if we have it
Oh,
on
they'll beat
our
some.
board today, but we've got a lot of high schools on our board. We're in the playoff time of the year where everybody starts a new season, and that's going to be fun, and we'll be doing that today. Of course. Want to mention a lot of things going on. Beautiful harvest night last night at Troy Elementary. Had a huge crowd.
Fall festival.
I think the fall festival, and I think they
It was a big crowd. I was out there.
raised some money, and that
They did.
spaghetti was good. And
oh,
Yeah.
spaghetti.
yeah, man, I love spaghetti.
I do too.
And of course, we've got Hunt with the Youth. Any young man, and as far as what Steve says, he can be 16 years old and hunt tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you've got a youth hunt just for just the weekend, Steve, or just one day? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can, now the adult can't hunt. It's just only the 16-year-old or the 15-year-old. Is that right? And so that's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of here all these grown men are wanting to get out and hunt. So what they do
Hey,
is
that's
they grab the next door neighbor's kid. They grab the next door neighbor's kid and say, "Son, you sit over here and just mind your own business, and I'll kill the deer."
That's a big deal for those kids. That's really grown. That's really grown throughout the years, and something special that they do around in the city of Troy. That's just really neat.
You're exactly right, and of course the bow season now. All you Robin Hoods out there, the bow season gets started. I mean, it's been going on for a while. Is it not writing? I'll find one that will.
We're good. We're good. Go ahead.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you see these helmets here. You've got Goshen, you got Charles Henderson, you got Pike County. All of these guys are in the playoffs, and as is Elba, and we'll be talking about some of those games shortly. Neil, you're going to
Yes,
be
sir.
doing the game from Birmingham.
Yes, sir. Wally and I are leaving mid-afternoon. Going to go up there and get a nice dinner and head on over to the field. And we're going to do a tape delay. It'll run at 9 a.m. in the morning, just like a normal Charles Henderson game. Mike, I want to take a second to thank Preston Steakhouse across the street from Walmart. Thank you, Robbie Richburg, for
Yeah, that
stepping
was a
up,
great gesture right
stepping
there.
up to the plate and paying the playoff Alabama High School Athletic Association $400 playoff fee. This game will be specially recognized for Preston Steakhouse. Thank you, Robbie. We were able to go up there and tape delay that, and Wally and I'll be there. And good luck to the Trojans tonight, and look for it at 9 o'clock in the morning.
It should be a lot of fun. Of course, Charles Henderson High School football every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Of course, Ricky's with us. Ricky Clark, the owner, one of the owners and general manager of Pike County Ford. Good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you, buddy.
And of course, you never seen a steak you didn't like. Is that right?
That's right. It's hard to not impress me with a cut steak.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Of course, Bird Drugs is now open. They've been open 5 minutes, and people are standing in line to eat that bacon this morning.
Guarantee you they are.
Good
And of
stuff.
course, it is real good food. And of course, we've got huge games coming up this weekend. One of them is in Statesboro, Georgia, where the Trojans of Troy University battle Georgia Southern. A win there could put them in a position to come back and play a much improved Georgia State team in the next Saturday, and then Thanksgiving weekend, a trip to Boone, North Carolina to play Appalachian State. And if they win those, we play host in the first ever Sun Belt Conference football championship. So,
Mike, before we get too far away, I wanted to mention this weekend the Pike County United Appeal is having their big Saturday weekend deal out at the Cattlemen's Association, and they're having a rib cooking contest. And it's not too late to enter. Just get up with Steve Camp or Pete Jordan and yours truly, and Wally Lowry will be judging the rib contest. They got with the right folks to test those
exactly.
ribs.
Well, I've already bought my. You need
And
to
those
buy
ribs-
a slab of ribs.
Those ribs will be for
from
sale
Steve.
too.
Buy a slab of ribs from Steve this morning. If I didn't know any better, I believe he's got a jaw in his mouth. No way.
No, we can. Not,
Hey.
I'm not saying that Wally and I can be paid off or bought, but we are judging it.
Good morning, you on Today in L.A. How you doing?
Hi, morning.
Mike Amos
Mike.
calling in from Birmingham. Mike, you ought to go out to to the football stadium this week tonight and see that Charles Henderson Ramsey game.
Your alma mater.
Yeah, I guess I could go. Gotta probably do some stuff with the wife and the kids tonight since we're going to Tuscaloosa tomorrow. So it's hard to do 2 football games in the weekend. But,
Married man.
Well, hey, your Trojans are going to be in town, Mike. The Trojans are going to be in town.
I've been dealing with a sick little 1-year-old baby, so I've been I don't know if I can get out and about tonight, but I'll be there in spirit.
All right.
Well, yeah, and hopefully. Mike, I pulled it out 20-9 this week, so Neil failed to just one. What were you? You were 18?
18-11.
18-11.
Mike, I went undefeated.
Yeah, that's right.
I picked all the winners.
And you know what? I'm still waiting for that
We
phone
got the
call.
star of the show
You know,
back,
in
Rick.
fact, I got a crick in my neck. I surely he'll call. Surely he'll call.
Oh, wow.
He kept on saying
Hey,
you were calling.
listen, he
I
was
know.
snoring. He
I was
was
supposed to. Next thing I know, I woke up and it was 9:30.
He was snoring away, snoring away. Any news out there, Mike, that we need to talk about before we get going?
Temperature is going to drop after dark, isn't it?
I mean, a pretty big upset in football last night. Wake Forest came back and beat NC State.
Did they
did.
really?
They sure
Boy,
did.
you know, Wake Forest has improved this year. You're right.
Mike, what did you think about the Mike Jr.? What did you think about the coaching call from the 20-yard line, not kicking the field goal right there at the end and going for it on 4th and 3?
I mean, I like it. I mean, I like Dave Clawson. You know, a lot of people don't remember. You know, he used to be the head coach of Bowling Green when Troy had that great team and went up there to Bowling Green and got blown out. I was actually at that game in Bowling Green, Ohio, at the start of the season.
But boy, I'm telling you though, there's just a few certain ways to get a team fired up in what I call big plays on the football field. One of them's a turnover, one of them is a safety, one of them is a big sack, and one of the biggest plays you can make is to stop somebody on 4th down. And I mean, once they stopped them on 4th down, it was like, well, we stopped them. Let's go win this thing.
That's exactly what they did, too. To be a 19-point underdog
Yeah.
and win it outright.
You know, I tell you, it looked like to me, in fact, when I turned the channel, North Carolina State was winning by 2 touchdowns, I think, 10 at least. And I thought it was over with, but Wake Forest is pretty good. You're right.
I tell you what, you don't see too many pro teams score 52 points. Steelers killed Carolina
Oh
last
my
night.
God, they sure did.
Who did?
The Steelers.
Steelers put 52 points on Carolina last
They
night.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Woo.
And they knocked the quarterback out too, didn't they? Did he ever come back?
Who,
Cam.
Cam?
Yeah, I mean, never
Yeah,
came
he
back,
came- he
did he?
came back.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he went out. He went out one time, and I didn't hang around
My
to
God, I
watch.
think they sacked him 6 times.
Roethlisberger still looks pretty good for 36, 37.
Yeah, no question about it. And I like Pittsburgh, and and I watched a little of it. Watched them. The running back Connor, is that who it is?
Cancer
Yeah,
survivor.
yeah, he's the kid that played at Pittsburgh in college.
Yeah, that's right.
They've been dealing with Bell, their
pretty
top
good.
running backs.
Didn't he have lymphoma or something?
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
some kind
he's been
some
sick
kind
and everything. Want to mention Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy, and of course, Ricky, y'all went through the Halloween season, gave away a lot of candy. Did you sell any cars?
Man, we sold a few cars, gave away some football tickets and candy and
Mike,
pizza and everything else.
Mike, you wouldn't believe all the football. I shouldn't say that, but you got to what you got to do. You got to come in and ask about them. You had some Mississippi State tickets. Do you still have them?
No, we give those away as well. They were the Alabama, Mississippi State.
Uh-huh.
Have you sold that Mustang GT350 that Wally and I did a commercial?
No, it's sitting there, but
Oh,
I had
man.
somebody licking the paint off of it yesterday.
Ooh, I want that so bad. I gotta wait for my Bronco.
Yeah.
Of course,
Was there any high school games last night?
I didn't.
Sidley and Lanier got beat up in the bowl. I know that.
Lanier got beat, and
I
Steve's
can't
gonna bring
remember
us
who beat
some.
them, but I saw they lost.
There were two of them, and he's gonna get that information for us. Remember the rib? Mention that again, Neil, about the rib cooking. Are you and Wiley gonna do it too?
No, we're not going to cook. We're judging.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
We are the judges.
I was asked to
and
judge.
I was trying to get.
Thank you so
I was
much.
trying to let our producer here, Steve Kemp, know that Wally and I can be bought. Since we're judging. Wait, he's digging in his pocket. Hold
Exactly.
on.
He said, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Steve's going to be cooking ribs.
Oh yeah, he's the favorite.
I think you get a cash prize.
No, you get like
don't you?
a grill that's worth thousands.
Yeah.
$2,000 grill.
All right, now let's want you to hear this. Colbert County beat.
Oh, you cooking?
No, I can't.
Oh,
Gotta work.
Ricky.
Colbert County beat Tarrant.
Terrence?
No, it's not Tarrant. It's Tarrant.
Okay.
Coach Bryant used to talk about Tarrant.
Okay.
Who's some guys that came out of Tarrant other than Mike Hall, Mike?
Well, I mean, Troy's a great player. Mario Addison came out of Tarrant. Now he's been playing for the Carolina Panthers for about 6 or 7 years.
Well, I'll tell you two great ones.
Boy, he's a heck of a
The
defensive
old
lineman.
Rears. You remember the old Rears? Jack O'Rear played quarterback, great quarterback at Alabama. He was from out here, Tarrant. That was way Coach Bryant would talk. He's from out here, Tarrant. And Colbert County, one of the all-time greats of all time at Alabama, played at Colbert
Ozzie
County
Newsome.
High School. Ozzie Newsome. And then the quarterback on that team went to Auburn. Can you remember him?
I can't remember him.
I can't either. I'll remember it in a second. But
I-
the quarterback went.
I have been to that stadium in Colbert County, and I know Brett Mass, the head coach there. They're that's a lot of state championships up in Colbert County.
They used to dominate. One of you Auburn fans call in and answer that question. Colbert County High School, though, of Belton, Alabama. I need to put some of these trivia questions out there. And of course,
Y'all coming up for the night, or y'all going back to Troy?
We're gonna head back to Troy after the game. We'll take it easy and slow and beat the fog and be safe. I hope it'll be a late trip, but we're coming on back.
they're gonna eat
Y'all
supper
can,
up there.
y'all
What do
can
you
go
recommend
across
for them
the
to eat
tonight.
supper, Mike?
Mike, we're making a special trip. We're leaving Troy early because we're gonna go to Melt and get us a burger.
Yeah, that's
go to
in
where?
Avondale District. That's where all the new restaurants and
Melt.
bars and stuff
Oh,
are. Yeah.
I've heard about it, but I haven't been there. Is it good, Mike? Have you eaten there yet?
Yeah, if you like fried stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
Well, last time I checked, you like fried stuff too, don't you?
I don't know, man. I'm getting real skinny these days.
You were raised
Are you
on.
shriveling up?
You were raised on. And I tell you what, you ought to see a sister.
Has your wife
Man,
got you on a diet, Mike?
Yeah, I'm constantly on a diet.
Are you running zone defense on them kids and losing weight?
Nah, my wife is. I'm not. I'm trying to get back in shape, though. I know that.
Of course, his sister really looks good and been eating right, and you know, that's what the most important thing is, that we'll think about what we're eating, you know.
Yeah.
When I get that Snicker and I just gobble it down, you know. I still have that thing about energy, needing energy, and a Snicker gives me more energy quicker than anything I know of.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the only guy I know. This is the true story. I used to go watch him referee basketball back when I was growing up, and he'd be running down the court in the middle of the game, refereeing, and pull a Snicker bar out of the back of his pocket and start eating it on the court.
Well, what I would do, I would tell somebody, would you go to the concession stand and get me a Snicker? And once I ate that Snicker, I was ready to go. You know, I mean, I got that energy back.
Wow.
You know, officiating basketball.
Therefore, I thought it was just a commercial thing.
Exactly right. Of course,
He was probably
ladies and
sponsored.
gentlemen,
He was sponsored by
we've got a great weekend of college football. Another great Saturday day of watching some great games.
Supposed to turn cold.
One of them is this bunch right here, the Auburn Tigers, getting ready to do battle with the Georgia Bulldogs
Get
at
ready.
Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. It's Auburn and Georgia, the oldest of all SEC rivals.
Getting ready for that butt
It'll be
whipping.
a 6 o'clock kickoff on ESPN. It's Auburn, Georgia. And in a minute, I'm going to give you some news about that game, because it's going to be a good one. And then, of course, Alabama gets prime time. And what time is that?
They play at 2:30 every Saturday.
2:30. and I'll tell you something about that game. If I can get him working.
Yeah, I'll be in
They might as well win it.
Tuscaloosa tomorrow.
When they recruit them kids, they might as well tell them, hey, you play at 2:30 every Saturday.
Exactly. And I'll tell you the big difference is if they're watching on a battery television out in the middle of a dove field, they can watch CBS.
That's right.
But you can't watch ESPN.
You gotta have an HD antenna these days.
If you looked at the number of people that will watch that game on CBS, it'd be mind-boggling how many people will watch that football game. It's Alabama and Mississippi State. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting next to a guy. If Alabama was playing Russia, he would root for Russia. Well, hey, I'm like that about some teams out there. But I did hotwire Big Al this morning to work a little bit. And
Surely y'all have a few Alabama fans by force, don't you?
what now?
Yeah, we got a few.
Yeah,
I
they
do
do.
have some Alabama flags hanging around the showroom floor
Well,
just for those guys.
Oh yeah, no question about it. But we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back with the high school predictions in just a moment.
At the all-new Pike County Ford, you'll find more than just new ownership. You'll also find the largest selection of used vehicles in Troy, along with amazing deals like these.
This 2015 Nissan Altima, only $199 down, $199 a month. Plus, this 2015
Forevermark Diamonds. Beautiful, rare, responsibly sourced. Available at Marguerite's Exquisite Jewelry.
Check out these cool savings going on now during our hot summer sale at your local Troy and Ozark Road Mart. Like our $29.99 oil change special or our $129.99 brake special. We'll also keep you cool during these hot days of summer with our $29.99 AC special. So come see us and take advantage of these hot summer specials at your friendly Troy and Ozark Road Mart, where we've been serving our friends and neighbors all over the Wiregrass since 1974.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military. That's right, not $1,000 sign-on bonus, but $1,200 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military.
Tired of working that dead-end job with no benefits, no time off, and no advancement opportunity? Well, Pike County Ford is under new management and looking to add to the Pike County Ford family. Now hiring all positions with the best pay plans in the industry. Ricky Clark, the new general manager, believes in above-average pay for above-average people with all the benefits. 5-day work week, check. Paid vacations, check. 401k, check. Employer-paid medical insurance, check. Go online to www.pikecountyford.net and fill out your your application.
Pasquale's in Birmingham. There's 2 of them.
Really?
Back to our show, brought to you by this guy at Pike County Ford. Would you buy a car from this guy? And ladies and gentlemen,
They're dealing.
If you during this whole over an hour, we're gonna have him here with us. If he does this, he just get in the habit of we're dealing, and we want you to call Pike County Ford. And they're going to give you a big, big deal on a Ford car truck.
I have a hard time going to the lot or going out there. I got a new car, new truck, new F-150 fever so bad.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some great games for you. And sit back and relax and enjoy the Pickett show. And, of course, we're going to be a little biased because he's in the business of selling cars. So he's not going to sell a car to anybody from Thorsby, I doubt. Or anybody from Wadley, I doubt.
Or Leroy.
So we know you're going to take the other side. Or Oakman.
I got a question. Where is Oakman?
Oakman's located. Mike, you know where he's at?
In between Jasper and Tuscaloosa.
Up in Walker County?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course it's
there's been some horrible tornadoes that have hit.
Well, let me tell you this too.
That's where I've heard that.
I'll tell you this also. This is coal mining country. You know all those teams that come out of that coal mining country, buddy. They're tough kids. Hey, they didn't stay at home licking a lollipop. They were down there, and a lot of them had to go in the.
They had to get the lunch pail ready.
That's right, exactly right. Take lunch to daddy, and it's 1,200 feet below surface.
Oh God!
Take lunch to daddy.
I don't want to go.
I'm being facetious, but these kids from Oakman have grown up, and there's several teams. Cordova is one of those teams, those coal mining teams.
Yep.
And I'm not making fun of them because they work hard and they make a good living, but it's a hard living.
It is hard living.
Okay.
Yeah, average salary for a guy in a coal mine, $80,000 a year.
Yeah. But
I still don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And every time I think of a coal mine, I think of Big John. Big John. Okay, Charles Henderson High School at Ramsey. Ramsey, the 5A, 9-1 on the season. 2 years ago, won the 6A state championship.
Did.
Neil has gone out and got sponsors. A sponsor. Tell us again. Let's give him another plug.
Robbie Richburg from Preston's, right here in Troy, stepped up to the plate and paid the fee to the Alabama High School Athletic Association so that we're able to take our Troy Cable gear and go to inner city Birmingham and delay tape the Charles Henderson Ramsey game tonight. You can see it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But thank you, Robbie Richburg at Preston's. Hey, if you're a Charles Henderson fan or if you just live in Troy, go support Robbie Richburg with Preston's. Hey, not just to support him because he supported the playoff game, but there's some good food, I promise you.
There's no question he has a great steak.
My favorite
They have
is
another location, Lee
What
Brown.
is your favorite?
my favorite is that Kaylee's baked potato with the steak tips.
Loaded baked potato?
It comes with steak tips.
Oh, does it?
Oh,
Really good?
man, are you kidding
Well,
me?
I know this. They've got prime rib now, too.
Yep.
And, of course, you get them to cut it as thick as you want it, the way you want it. Might pay a little extra, but, hey, I'll pay good money for a good steak.
I'll tell you
Hey,
what.
we've been saying all week, Neil, they do play all their games from Austin Field, don't they?
Yes.
Birmingham?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of like Crampton Bowl. There's like 3 inner city Birmingham schools that share Lawson Field.
And you got to want to go to Lawson Field. So, Mike, tell us how you
It's kind of out
do
of the
that.
middle of nowhere.
You go up and you get on
You get on 459, then you get on 2059, and you get off on a Port of Madrid Boulevard. It's right off the interstate.
I just hope my maps on my phone takes me to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it don't say Steve Camp, believe you me, you don't want it when it comes to cooking ribs. And he's cooking ribs for...
He's the favorite tomorrow.
He's the favorite going in. He's a 2-time All-American. He was All-City in Goshen for 3-4 years in a row. Now, of course, he came out of Fort Walton Beach, Choctahatchee High School. Isn't that right, Steve? He was a tailback, 5'11", 197. But he shrunk a little bit over the years. But, we all have,
Not me. I'm still growing boy.
People knew this. In high school, I was soaking wet, 175 pounds, with about 10 concussions.
I was watching the game on Saturday. Neil, you get a lot of camera time.
I do.
Yeah.
I've done the game for over 30 years, and very rarely do I ever tell them to turn the camera on me. The folks don't want to see me, I'm telling you. They might want to.
Come on, when he's working on the chain, not the chain, but working with the officials down there.
Yeah.
Troy game.
Yeah.
That's right. You on
Yeah, you're
big
right.
time TV.
I did get a lot of texts. You're right, Mike. That hey, you're on. It seemed like it was on me a lot last Saturday.
They were saying, look at those crooked officials.
I graded them pretty
my
good.
preacher's
They did a pretty good job.
My preacher's over there too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the chains.
That's Mac Lowry, and what a great man he is.
He is.
And he's been doing that a long time. Let me just say this, and when we get to the colleges, we'll find out about it. But they're nice guys, they're nice coaches, and they're not nice coaches.
Yeah.
So you've really got to get on that. There's a flag over there in front of the bench. Well, most time it's a warning.
Yeah.
But you need to get your warning out there early.
Set the tone. That's right.
Set the tone. Who are some of the worst that you've ever seen?
The worst.
I mean, as far as the way they handle themselves
I'll say this.
on the field.
He's probably talking about cussing.
Yeah, that too. I'll say this. I've been doing that for about 15 years. The first 10 years, I was on the home sidelines the entire game.
Yeah.
But about 5 years ago, they started flipping the officials at halftime so the officials wouldn't have to have the same coach the entire game.
Yeah.
Well, I flipped also. So about 5 years ago, I started experiencing the visiting coaches, the second half of all the home games. And the worst one is the Petrino brother from Idaho.
Oh, I heard that.
Paul Petrino.
I don't know what his first name is, but the Petrino brother that coaches at Idaho was not a good example. Not a good example for his team. Not a good example for his assistant coaches, and did not know how to administrate a sideline, and he was the worst. You ask who's the worst, he's the worst.
I was surprised that was Navy any kind of problem?
No.
They were real good. Mm-hmm. And then of course a lot of these guys, and what is that old saying? You get more with sugar than you do with sour grapes or whatever.
Very impressed with Dan Mullen as well when Mississippi State came over.
Oh, you were. He had a lot of class.
Troy was on the verge of winning that game right there at the end, and we were the beneficiary of a terrible call in the back of the end zone.
We were the beneficiary
of a terrible call.
Yeah.
Mississippi State was the beneficiary of a good call for them.
Yeah.
But Mullen never sweated.
Yeah.
He never let his players.
And he's
see.
one of those get in your face type coaches too. Now he fired folks up.
He never shuddered, even when Troy was ahead late. He never shuddered.
I got a great project for you, Ricky Clark, part owner of Pike County Ford right here in Troy. Comes in here from Marshall, Texas. This new lighted down marker. They had one at South Alabama. Did you notice that?
I did.
That's a invention.
Digital. It's a digital.
So, or somebody's invention, and I like it. Don't you?
I do too. Yeah.
Won't you buy them one?
We need to get a Pike County Ford.
It'll be all across Pike County Ford.
And then put a little old sign saying compliments of Pike County Ford on it.
About the size of a quarter.
Yeah, but that is a
television could zoom in on it though.
But I like it so much because Alabama, they had one in Tuscaloosa, didn't they, Mike? Where do we see that?
Yeah, they do.
I think that's an SEC rule this year.
Yeah, and it can be seen. I mean, you want to be able to see it.
Yeah,
and
that's a SEC. All the SEC stadiums were mandated.
Whoever invented that one is going to get rich because Goshen's going to have one if they don't already. There's a high school out there that's got one already.
I don't know who it is.
I never asked this year of calling games. Did y'all ever run into any instant replay? Teams were allowed to do instant replay this year. Did that happen much?
I heard of one, and it was my old college roommate Jamie Dubose over at Central Phoenix City won a game on a replay. iPad replay on the sideline.
Well, I never knew that Jamie Dubose, who I think is one of the finest coaches in America, was your roommate. What happened to you, man?
I don't know. I was at one time majoring in education, and me and him were going to coach together.
He took you to too many op rattlesnake rodeos.
Yeah.
Hey, in fact, we're going to take Ricky, and put him in the booth with the, what they do, they
You want me to have?
They hand catch these rattlesnakes.
You want me to have Dubose call in one morning?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's a friend of mine. Coach Allen and I went over there and spent a long time with him.
We play a lot of golf in the off season, and he'll be here on Christmas Eve. He comes to Troy and plays golf with me every Christmas Eve.
Does he really?
Yep.
You play golf on Christmas Eve?
On Christmas Eve morning. Me and about 10 of my buddies every Christmas Eve.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Oh,
You should have been stuffing stockings.
We're home by lunch. We're home by
Mike,
lunch.
can you see me playing golf on Christmas Eve?
Well, the question is how cold it is.
Hey, man,
Sometimes it is.
See, that eggnog's too darn good to go play golf. Hey, that's a good breakfast drink, eggnog, without anything, just regular straight.
Right,
that
yeah.
you get at the grocery store. Let's get going.
Yeah, we
Charles
might better
Henderson
pick a
and Ramsey.
game.
And I'm gonna put Neil on the spot early. And 9-1 Ramsey against 3-6 Charles Henderson.
I'm gonna tell you,
If they won the game, it'd be the biggest victory in Charles Henderson history, including
Really
the state championship game against Hartsville.
Hartsville, they won that one.
Hartsville.
I thought you were talking about Blunt. They lost that one.
Guess who was staying next to me? Well, no, for the state championship, we beat Hartsville.
But for the state championship, we lost to Blunt.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't ever remember.
Coach Dean, about 5 years ago.
No, that was Aniana.
Aniana. Yeah, you're right.
All
Blunt
right.
County. Blunt County.
See, listen, I ain't losing it at all.
Blunt County.
I had lost it. Blunt County.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right.
Blunt County. I don't have Blunt County on my mind.
Now I
Don
forgot what.
Jacobs and Aniana beat us.
Yeah, he's at Fort Payne now, though.
Yeah. Mike, look up that great Ramsey running back that played at Alabama. Boy, he was a good one years ago. But Ramsey is what colors, Mike? I'm going to guess now. Red and white.
Oh, I thought Ramsey was purple.
Well, see, I'm just guessing.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But, all right, Marshall, Texas. Burnt orange and white.
No, they're red and white, black and red.
Okay, I got you.
Black and white.
Mike, Charles Henderson.
Ramsey High School beat Opelika for the state championship 2 years ago in six-a.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a huge mismatch. This is a team that's
This is a 1 seed versus a 4 seed, and the 4 seed
this is
just
a team that a lot
barely
of people
snuck
already
in.
predicting to win the state championship. So Charles Henderson, has had a tough season, and it's just going to be a tough matchup. And you got to pick Ramsey.
Yeah.
Will Puka Jones have time to turn around, you reckon?
They're known for their defensive front, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. You got Ramsey.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Shame on you.
Unfortunately.
And you're a Charles Henderson graduate.
Look,
Shame on you.
look.
Wearing your orange and blue this morning. And
we're picking to win the sheet, right?
I ought to do the sentimentally take Charles Henderson, but I'm trying to win this thing too. So I'm gonna take
Shame
Ramsey.
on you.
I mean,
Shame on you.
listen, I'm a staunch Trojan, but I'm not a fool. I mean, if I'm trying to win this contest, and Ricky. This is the worst Ramsey team I've ever seen. In fact, all of the headlines in the Birmingham paper said, "Why Ramsey?" With a big question mark.
Why are they in the playoffs?
Why are they in the playoffs?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it sounds like even the worst Ramsey team would beat Charles Henderson.
You're probably right.
But I tell you
still
what,
pulling for the Trojans,
yeah.
but I think Ramsey's obviously going to win.
Exactly. Of course, they're a big good team, and don't get me wrong, Charles Henderson kids are going to go up there and play hard, and hey, they take pride in this headgear here, and it's going to be a lot of.
I would love to be wrong.
I just love to see them play them tough.
I would too.
It's gonna be cold by the end of the night. It's supposed to be 35 tonight up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody needs to bring a jacket. I think by the time 5 o'clock rolls around, it's already gonna be in the 40s.
Okay.
They
Before
told us
we
we could be
get
in the
started,
press box.
all right, Billingsley at Elba. Before we predict this game, Elba and Billingsley are known for two great food products. What would you say that was, Mike?
Kelly's sausage and then Jim's barbecue.
Jim's barbecue and Kelly's sausage in Elba. Everybody talks about, hey, listen, if it don't say Kelly's sausage, if you ever had Kelly's, on that yellow tag, believe you me, you don't want it. And what you do, when you're grilling steaks or you're at a tailgate party, and it's got those big old thick red sausage on the grill, and what you do, you take that sausage and put it on a piece of light bread. Then you grab a jar of
honey.
No.
Yes, sir.
Honey and pour on it. And believe
yes,
you
sir.
me, it does not get it.
Yes, sir.
No mustard.
I know.
Honey. This
talking
guy
about,
knows.
We're talking about food now. We up right up my alley.
Let me tell you, try that sometime. I'm going to tell you right now, if they had a grill going on outside, and I don't know why Steve's not showing off this morning, and they have a grill out there smoking, he'd bring people in from everywhere to get this Kelly sausage, and that old jar of honey won't last no time.
Birds, have you ordered the link sausage yet?
Yeah,
that's Kelly's.
That's Kelly's.
I get the links and the bacon.
Okay, all right, Billingsley at Elba. There's a running back at Elba. His name is Richmond Singletary. Okay. And tell us about him, Neil.
He is not slow.
He's perhaps at Elba High School, and they just won a lot of people think he's the fastest football player in Alabama.
Oh, wow.
I've heard that said. He can fly, and I sort of feel sorry for that bunch. Well, I don't know. Billings is pretty hard-nosed folks, but I'll take Elba. Who do you like, Neil?
Elba.
All right.
They're essentially 7-1. They lost to Tate last week by 1 touchdown. Yeah. Tate's one of the largest schools in Pensacola.
I know it. I was pleased with the way Elba played.
35-28.
Yeah.
Tate's one of the largest schools in the Pensacola area. Little old 1A Alabama went down there and played them off their shoes.
Sure did.
Yeah, Pate Harrison's done a good job, leaving Dale County. And a lot of people wonder why you'd leave a 4A school for a 1A school, but Elba's a big-time program, always has been.
Yeah.
I'll take Elba.
And okay, I'll take. Everybody took Elba.
Yes, sir.
Okay, New Brockton at Leroy, and of course, some people get good draws and some people don't, and I wouldn't think this is a very good draw.
No, this is This is a 2 versus 3, and New Brockton being the 3 and Leroy being the 2. But it is a terrible draw for New Brockton. You got to take Leroy Bears.
And this area, 2A football, is probably the best in the whole state too, and. So you're going to take the Bars?
Bars.
I wonder if that 9th grade running back is now 10th grader still playing for him. You remember him?
I'm sure he is.
I'm going to go with Leroy because they're playing at Leroy.
Leroy will always be Bart Snyder's worst nightmare. In that game last year to go to the state championship. I'll take Leroy.
That's right. In the fog. You remember how foggy it was?
You couldn't see it on camera.
Hey, did it get foggy in Marshall?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, this was as foggy as I've ever seen it. The head linesman had to run in and let the referee.
Because the referee couldn't see him.
No, couldn't see him. It was unbelievable.
It was bad. They almost
but everybody likes Leroy. You like who do you like?
Yeah, any high school with the name Leroy.
You got to take Leroy.
Bad Leroy Brown.
That's what
hey, when he died, we lost some great music. You know that. Croce. Oh, me. He'd sing all those great songs.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody took Leroy then. Is that right?
Yep.
Oldman at Pike County, and Pike County went to Sweetwater. And the Sweetwater comes out in those Michigan helmets. And they wore Pike County out.
They did.
And they're 1A and Pike's a 3A. But, hey, this is Oakman, those guys that work down in the...
Long way to travel.
In the coal mines. You're right, and they'll be in an old beat-up old bus. Being facetious, I don't know if they will or not. Who do you like here, Neil?
Pike County at home is just tough to beat. I think the Sweetwater game kind of refocused them where they practiced.
It might have been the best thing that happened to them.
Could have been. I'll take Pike County.
I'll take Pike County. Ricky, who do you like?
Man, I've been rolling with the Bulldogs all season.
They hadn't failed you, have they?
I'm not stopping now.
Mike, I know you like Ramsey. I know you like Elba. You like Leroy?
He took Leroy, yeah.
And
I'll take Pike County, but I mean, losing like they did last week, I don't see them going as far in the playoffs as I thought they would. But I think they'll win tonight.
Mike, the coach at Pike County pretty well. What kind of fella is he?
Fred Holmes.
I mean, he's as hard-nosed and as disciplined as you could ever want to be.
Yes, sir.
He's not going to have a big personality, and he's not going to be a type guy that is going to come on a show and do a football show. But he's the type of guy that you want as a coach.
He's one of those coaches.
Those players look up to him
and play hard for him.
And play hard for him. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And I tell you what, he doesn't have to shout. He just turns around and looks.
Yep.
And Buddy, they freeze up in a second. I mean, he know.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
He don't mess around.
Nope.
And okay, everybody takes.
He's got a good staff down there too. You know, like you mentioned, Joey Dennison. I mean, the offensive line coach. You couldn't ask for more than that.
And he's been there a while, and he is a fine coach, no question. And by the way, Becca Hartley is marrying
Joey's son.
Joey's son, Joey, this weekend in Troy, Alabama. Becca Hartley, you're my all-time favorite softball player at Troy. She was an All-American, the most beautiful shortstop in the world. Wouldn't you say that,
sir.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
And Swedish to go with it. Becca Hartley is marrying Joey Dennison. And Buddy, hey, how good will that offspring be?
Hey, he's one of the
Buddy, oh boy! I mean, look at it.
How in the world Joey Dennison's not playing minor league baseball right now?
How did he not get drafted?
God.
I mean, that's incredible.
They said because he was
The
23
guy
years
will get
old.
400.
They said because he was older than the rest of them. See, they've been signing 18-year-olds, and they said he was 23. But let me tell you this: in that tournament, up there, he was the best player in that regional tournament, Mike.
Sunbelt Player of the Year.
Yeah, I know it. I went to that tournament, and he hit the ball every time he got up. Line shots. Now, another thing, though, he didn't turn on the ball as well as some people, as far as hit the home runs and all that, but he was a line drive hitter.
Well, he hit it in the gaps.
Give me the guy that's going to
He had a big home run against Auburn when they beat Auburn.
Yeah, I know it. Give me the guy that's going to be on base 400% of the time, just as a hitting.
Yep.
And
Just
what
a
great
hitting
kid.
machine.
I watched him play that Auburn guy. I was down here for that.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that many rounds go through a draft and that kid didn't get drafted. That's amazing to me.
No
I
question.
can't believe that.
But hey, ladies and gentlemen, in the run of life, he is marrying one of the most beautiful women, beautiful girls in the world. And I tell you what, they've been going together a long time.
Oh, high school sweethearts.
Maybe they can take over and run town and country one day.
Yeah.
Exactly, no question about it.
I think they're
they
moving.
can recreate the Green
Well,
Bay.
I'll tell you this: he's also an excellent student. She's also an excellent student. They'll do well.
Yeah, they're way off up north, somewhere around the Huntsville area, maybe, or something.
Is that where they want to be
And,
working?
both of them already have jobs, and they're not going to be in Troy. No.
Yeah, well, I hate that, but they're great folks. And again, hey, let me tell you something else. My buddy, Mike is Alan Wood is opening up his place for the reception.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, they're taking old wood furniture company and renovating it and everything.
Yeah, they did.
It's going to be a great place for Troy.
Yep.
Yeah, I
They're
read
gonna
about
host
that one.
parties.
And Alan, I'll tell you, Alan's got great taste. It'll be a beautiful place in there. It's not completed completely, but they're going to have the reception there. So
They are. It'll be that place's first party.
and that building's over 100 years old. It's been there a long time, and of course, but let's get going here. Crenshaw Christian versus Southern
Southern Christian.
Christian.
And this is round two.
Southern Academy.
This is round two.
And there's a gentleman that coaches. Somebody told me that Wayne Grant in July was in doing something. He's on some kind of board over there or something. And the coach had just resigned. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah,
somebody turned around and looked at Wayne Grant and said, "Will you coach?" One of the winningest coaches of all time in the state of Alabama took that job.
Five state championships.
And
He said,
and he does it just running between the tackles pretty much.
yeah.
Well, they won 70-6 last week. I don't know if they'll win that big, but I'll take Crenshaw.
I'll take CCA as well.
And they threw a lot last week, so his team's getting to be sort of balanced. Let me give you a little trivia question.
Playing this one in Laverne.
Mike, you shut up on this.
Mike, shut up.
Mike, whose first job was at Southern Academy in Greensboro? You know, Neil?
I don't.
It was Larry Blakeney's first
Oh,
job.
really?
He was a head football coach at Southern Academy in
Didn't know
Greensboro,
that.
Alabama.
Didn't know that. Well, it seems
Then
like I
later
heard
on-
that before now that
Then
you say
later
it.
on, then a couple of years later, he goes to Walker County High School of Jasper. And then he went to Vestavia. And at Vestavia, what did he do, Mike? He hired an assistant coach.
Yeah, Buddy Anderson, who's the winningest
Who's
coach.
now
in
the
Alabama history, still
winningest
there,
coach
coaching.
of all time
How about
in
that?
high school football. And, of course,
Larry originally went to coach at Auburn under who was there before Pat Dodd?
Bowden?
No.
Barfield.
Barfield.
Doug Barfield?
Yeah, Barfield.
Yeah, he was on that original Barfield
Yeah,
staff.
in fact, he was his offensive coordinator. There he was.
Pat Dodd kept him.
Yeah, exactly right. The young man from Gordo. Okay, everybody like Crenshaw Christian?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good game, though. And, of course, the only game Crenshaw Christian lost was to Pike Liberal Arts early in the year. All right, how about those Purple Cats out there? Arrington and Thorsby. And Mike, Chuck, and
Coach Gilchrist?
Yeah, and Coach Gilchrist have promised me they'll be on the coaches show this week, and we're going to win or lose, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be a long drive from Arrington tonight. I guess Charles Henderson's got a little bit further to go, but Thorsby's got a good program, and I think Arrington had a week off last week, which is really nice to prepare. I'm going to go for the upset. I'm going to take Arrington.
You going to take Arrington?
And before you get to the stadium, pull over and get some of that great ice cream right there, the first exit there at Clanton, wonderful ice cream.
Yeah, Derwin Farms, if you want the best peach milkshake you ever have in your life, that's where it is.
Exactly, no question about it. Let me tell you a little bit about Thorsby and Verbena and Clanton. Verbena has one of the longest winning streaks of all time. It happened back in the 40s. They won over 50 straight games at Verbena. And but this is not Verbena. But let me tell you who Thorsby, a guy that used to be head that played ball, you knew him very well. He worked for the Housing Authority, ran the Housing Authority. Both of his boys played high school baseball here. He's from Thorsby. What's his name?
Ken Vaughn?
Yeah, Ken Vaughn.
Okay.
Ken Vaughn is from Thorsby. Thorsby is 9-1, Arrington 7-3, I believe. And boy, I like this Arrington team.
I do too.
And I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take them.
Arrington lost to Abbeville. Who else did they lose to? They lost to some pretty good teams.
Yeah, they did.
Early Dow County was pretty good.
They were. You're right.
I'll take Thorsby. That's a long trip for Arrington, and Thorsby being the 1 seed in that area.
Well, I tell you what, make sure to pick up some peaches. You like good peaches? That's the peach capital of the world right there.
I tell you what, they also got really good bowl peanuts there.
You know what? That's good.
That's just a good exit.
Remember that, Mama. Remember that, those boiled peanuts.
They got really good fresh peas there usually too. It's not pea season though, but they probably got.
Yeah, but Mike, you can't beat that Piggly Wiggly here in Troy. Got the best fresh peas in the world.
Let me throw this out.
Did you know that? Shell peas.
Let me throw this out there.
Y'all know anything at all about putting together peas?
I used to sit on the back porch and shell peas.
They shell them right there at Piggly Wiggly.
These are the little lady white peas.
Okay.
Exactly, it's good. Neil, what did you say?
Have you taken Ricky yet, Dad, up to the country yet? To Reds?
I've never taken the Reds yet, but I will.
Reds old schoolhouse.
All right, did you have a question?
Well, we were talking about that peach exit.
Yeah.
And you were saying, all the things you tried there. What about those fried pies?
Fried peach pies with a big old scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa. I'll tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you something right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you got friends over for supper, and you're thinking about what you could have for dessert. Go to McDonald's. Or have one of your kids run to McDonald's.
I made this dessert for Dad.
And get the apple pies. And tell them you want a big scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of it.
Yeah.
It's already heated. The ice cream's on the top. Have it out there. Offer it to your friends and say, "Oh, boy, did you bake this apple pie?" And but it comes with that great thing. And how about these? I'm gonna get off this subject in a minute. I'll tell you can do something else too. Maybe I buy these little pecan pies at Piggly Wiggly that are 2 for $1. They're delicious. But let me tell you, somebody else that does a pecan pie about as good as anybody is Walmart. those little square boxes of pies.
I've had it.
Me and you are a lot alike, I think.
I've had it.
Hey, those pecan pies, and take them out of the container and put them in a saucer and put it in the microwave.
Yes.
Then stick a scoop of ice cream on it.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good pie, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Why in the world would you want to bake a pecan pie when you could
You just
go and
grab
buy
that.
those two for $1?
$1, yeah.
Ricky, on the way back to Texas, you could eat 10 of them, man. Okay, who do y'all like, Arrington or Thorsby?
I like Thorsby.
I hope we're entertaining this morning. You folks on Facebook across the country. In fact, there are folks watching from Marshall, Texas this morning. Is that right?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, do you like Arrington or do you like Arrington?
Well, I mean, I like Arrington. I hope they win, but, you know, I'm going with Thorsby.
Would you buy a car from this guy right here?
Thorsby may come down and buy for you.
Listen, let me tell you this. Arrington's going to win the football game. I like Arrington. Okay. Mike, who did you like?
I took Arrington.
Okay, you took Arrington, the Perth Public Cats. Goshen at Cottage Hill. And this is an example of independent school. That,
Switching over and playing in the
switching
public.
over and playing very well.
Where's Cottage Hill located?
Mobile. And it's a big church there. They started a school, and now it's huge. It's a big school down there. And it's going to be hard. You know, they're 9-1, and it's going to be hard for Goshen to go down there and win.
That's a long trip.
But Goshen
3
will
hours.
go down there and hit them in the mouth. That's all you can ask. Sons, guys, go out there and hit them in the mouth.
Yeah.
In the first play, they hit them in the mouth, and 3 guys are ejected and can't play for the first half of the next season's ball game. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the film of the Alabama game where the LSU guy just hauled off and slugged him with his fist?
I did.
And I think they called it on him, but I don't know if it was flagrant or not.
I don't know. I don't think they ejected him.
All right. So everybody likes Goshen or Cottage Hill?
I got to go with Cottage Hill.
I'll take Cottage Hill.
I'm
You
taking
would
Cottage
be
Hill.
real politically correct here now. A lot of Goshen folks buy Ford cars.
They do. But, you know, this is a different ball game here. So, I mean, I would love to see Goshen win, but
Me too.
Cottage Hill's going.
Me too.
I think anybody's going to have to go with Cottage Hill at home in this.
It will be a
Have
huge
you taken
upset.
Ricky down to the barn yet?
No, I haven't
I
taken
haven't
him to the barn. You've been to the barn
I
yet?
have not. I've heard a lot
Oh,
about it.
man. They're one of the main sponsors of mine and Wally's show.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really good.
We need to go
Really
down there
good.
and check it out.
All right, Chickasaw at Highland Home, and Chickasaw's from downtown, almost downtown Mobile. Highland Home is playing better than any Highland Home team maybe in history. I'm gonna take Highland Home.
I'll take the
And
squadron.
Is that what they
Yeah,
are?
a lot of
The
people,
Flying
even
Squadron.
in Birmingham are putting Highland home in the championship game. You know, Coach Coggins and Coach Pouncey and Coach Mitchell have done a great job. I'm taking Highland home.
All right.
Then
everybody
when
took
you go to
Home.
Highland Home Stadium, when they score a touchdown, they got a recording of a jet fly over.
Yeah, they're in the
And
squad.
they run that across
Yeah, they're in
there.
it.
They run that across the loudspeakers.
I love it. That's awesome.
I
Good
doubt
stuff,
I
man.
doubt if there's any school in the country with a nickname Flying Squadron.
Yeah.
I love it. Unique.
Okay, they've got a great restaurant there in Highland Home, and we got to ride over there. Mike, you've eaten there before, and it's always a crowd, isn't it? What's the name of it?
It's the It Don't Matter restaurant.
It
Wait a
don't
minute,
matter.
wait a minute. Mike, I asked you a question. Have you ever eaten at that restaurant? I mean, I don't want you to hear this. It don't matter. Well, have you ever eaten at the restaurant there?
Many times.
What's the name of that restaurant again?
It's called It Don't Matter.
Mike, don't be sassing me. I'm your daddy. I want you to tell me the name of that restaurant.
We've already anybody going to the beach on 331 is probably gone by.
Yeah, they have.
Gone by where?
It don't matter.
Mike, I told you to stop making me look bad on this. It don't matter. What's the name of the restaurant?
Hey, I tell you what, it's a good restaurant, but Sisters puts it to shame.
Sisters.
But what is the name of this restaurant again?
It don't matter.
Oh gosh, man! I tell you what,
You
son,
raised- yeah, you
no
ra-
more allowance for you, son.
You raised
You're
that.
making me look bad at this. It don't matter stuff. It
raised-
don't matter.
You raised him.
Hello, it don't matter. I was calling a restaurant in Highland Home. It don't matter. Isn't that something?
Yeah, well, it does to me, right?
You need to go to the barn, and it don't matter, and Red's old schoolhouse.
And we'll get on. We'll make that country ride over there one day.
Put me in. I'm ready.
Put me in, Coach. All right, okay. South Choctaw at Luverne. Luverne is 9-1, but this is a bunch of folks that can play football.
Don't matter. Scott Riles has got them ready.
It don't matter.
It don't
Call
matter.
It Don't Matter and order us a hamburger. Call It Don't Matter and order us a steak tonight.
It don't matter. Laverne's going to win again.
Are you going to drop by It Don't Matter on the way home? I hope I'm not being crazy. Luverne is 9-1. South Choctaw from South Alabama. They're hard-nosed guys in the middle of nowhere.
It is in the middle of nowhere.
And Luverne's got a fine coach, and Coach Sykes. I'll take Luverne.
Me too. Scott Riles is going to have them ready. Luverne's just too much at home. I saw WSFA did a special on Luverne. I think this is the 36th year in a row that they've made the playoffs.
I heard that same thing. Now, let me ask this. Will the man go to the game?
Probably. Coach Daniels will probably be there.
How old is Coach Daniels?
92.
I guarantee you he's watching right now.
He probably
I think he loves sports, and he loves the high school sports.
Good morning, Coach Daniels.
And he won how many games did he win? At one time, he was winning as high school coach. 400 and something.
He went over 300.
I thought it was 400 and something.
300 something.
No, the most ever is Buddy Anderson. He's like in the 340s.
One of the most memorable trips, family trips I can remember is the whole Daniel crew. We all loaded up and went to D.C.
Did y'all really? And he's a historian, didn't he?
He got inducted to the National High School Sports Hall of Fame, and that was something special.
I did not know that.
That was a big family trip we took.
And let me just say a couple other things about him. First of all, he's a great history teacher. Everybody talked about what a great coach he was, but they said he's a great. But more than anything, he's a great Sunday school teacher. I've heard of people driving 100 miles to hear him teach Sunday school.
Yes, sir.
And what a man! What a man! He won't just go down in history as being one of the great coaches of all time in America, but as one of the finest Christian men that I know.
I imagine he'll be at the stadium named after him tonight for that first.
No question about it. All right, Luverne. Everybody takes Luverne.
Luverne.
The Brantley Bulldogs, who really played well. I watched the film on that. They've got a quarterback named Tucker Kilcrease. He's a sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
Yep.
And but I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat these country boys from Wadley, though.
I'll take Wadley out. Brantley's Little Roland's rebuilding there, and they're just a little down. Like you said, they got a sophomore quarterback. Brantley's young this year, and for that reason, I'll take Wadley. Watch out for Brantley next year, though. They'll be right back in what they call title
If they don't say Kilcrease, if you're from Brantley, I mean, of course, Mike Kilcrease, my auto parts people at Trojan Auto Parts, a lot of people don't realize that he was Brantley's quarterback for 2 years. And of course, his son is the great.
I mean, Brantley's had a good season. What are they, 7-3?
Yeah, that's right. They've had a good year.
They just beat Goshen.
I'm gonna take Brantley here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and take Brantley.
Wadley's usually pretty good at home. I'll take Wadley.
Okay.
Listen,
all right.
Mike suckered you in. You hear that? He said Brantley's had a good year. They're 7-3, and you circled Brantley. And he said, "I'll take Wadley."
Yeah. It don't matter, Mike. It don't matter.
First-year coach. So, I mean,
Mike, remember, it don't matter, man. It don't matter.
You know, he took over for Ashton Kilcrease in the summer too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Those Kilcreases are great. They're great.
Ashley wanted to farm.
Lamar County, and Mike knows a little bit about Lamar County. That's where his mom-in-law's from. Playing at Providence Christian. Providence Christian's 9-1, the best year they've ever had.
I'll tell you what, it's a long ride from Lamar County to Dothan.
And Kenny Keith is the head football coach at Providence, and he was former Charles Henderson player on the 1980 championship team.
Yes, he was.
And then, of course, he's coached at Charles Henderson and been the head coach at Providence. They stuck with him and built a program there.
Yeah, he did.
And, boy, I would sure love them to win this game. These country boys are tough, though. They're from Vernon, aren't they, Mike? Lamar County, are they from Vernon, Alabama?
I mean, they're from Kennedy, I think.
Well, Kennedy, I remember that's where J.A. Williams was from. Kennedy, the former Troy great.
Well, I mean, you got Millport, Kennedy, Vernon, and then they're close to Fayette. That's about a 4.5-hour drive for those folks.
Yeah, I'll take Providence Christian.
The offensive.
I'll take Providence Christian, I think, but I mean, God, I wouldn't be surprised. Mark County's usually really good.
I know it. That's the home of Billy Atkins too.
I wouldn't be shocked at all, but I'll take Providence Christian. But,
all right, who do you like?
We'll go with Providence as well.
Mike, you gonna go ahead and take Lamar?
He took Providence.
No, I'll take Providence at home.
All right, you took Wadley too, didn't you? Or you take Brandon?
I took Wadley.
Okay. All right, that does the high school games, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy.
Tired of working that dead-end job with no benefits, no time off, and no advancement opportunity? Well, Pike County Ford is under new management and looking to add to the Pike County Ford family. Now hiring all positions with the best pay plans in the industry. Ricky Clark, the new general manager, believes in above-average pay for above-average people with all the benefits. 5-day work week, check. Paid vacations, check. 401k, check. Employer-paid medical insurance, check. Go online to www.pikecountyford.net and fill out your application today.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa Know-How. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa Know-How team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance needs.
At Cost Plus 10%, we offer your favorite brands at the best price. At Piggly Wiggly, we keep it simple. We price our products at cost, then add 10% at checkout. We carry all your favorite name brand foods, and we accept manufacturer coupons. Find us on Facebook and see our weekly specials.
Spend the night at the hotel the night before. Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy.
He's dealing.
We're dealing. And, Ricky, you've been in Troy now how long?
Since June 18th, so a little over 4 months.
And
so Ricky, tell me this: in Texas football, what are the classes? They go to 7A. How many
divisions?
Different classes.
You have 6A. It was 5A for a long time. Then it went to 6A. You had a small 5A, big 5A. Then they went to 6A. We did away with 1A football and went to 6-man football.
Yeah.
So everything starts out at 2A.
One thing that happened to Texas football that's still hurting them, and I hated it because I was a big fan of his, but when Baylor's coach got in trouble, and see, he was a high school coach at Plano.
East.
Art Browse.
Yeah, Browse. I think 25,000 people were the average attendance of their ball games. Had a huge stadium and all that. But when he got caught cheating, I reckon that's what he got caught doing.
No, he got caught. His players were all went to prison. He had horrible accusations off the field.
And he lost his job. And think about it, that sort of hurt Texas football because they were good. Mm-hmm. They were real good every year. And what was your feeling about that?
It hurt Baylor's.
It hurt Baylor's program and their recruiting and all that.
Yeah,
I mean, Texas high school football in Texas is fun. He had nothing to do with that.
But Baylor came back and won a big game last week, didn't they? Didn't they upset somebody?
Yeah, they won last week. I can't remember who.
Yeah, but I'm just.
They probably beat TCU. Everybody beats TCU.
Everybody's beating on TCU.
Well, then of course
TCU's having a down year.
How in the world did Kansas beat TCU?
And last week I was telling everybody, I said, I'll be surprised if Kansas beats us this year.
Who's getting better is SMU, believe it or not. They're getting better. Okay, let's get into the college ranks.
TCU and they fired Kansas coach.
Is Les Miles going to get that?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're saying that Dan Enos, the Alabama quarterback coach, has done such a great job. A big candidate for it.
Oh, boy.
I heard that too.
Well, of course.
As long as they don't come after Neil Brown, I'm good.
Before we get off Pike County Ford.
I used to think everybody's going to come after Neil Brown, but I think everybody wants to come after Bill Clark, UAB coach now.
Yeah, he's having a great year.
A lot of people don't realize this, that they can search your lot for the car that they're looking for, and of course you got a lot of cars on your lot. But then they can come in and sit down with you and look at the computer, and you can get them any car anywhere. Is that right?
Yep. If I don't have it, I can get it.
He'll go get it.
And you'll get
Do
it.
you have a guy that has to look at the camera each night and say how many people came in here and try to figure out who's who when they come in and actually talk to you?
He's talking about the night camera.
Oh, no. I don't even have
The ones that out there in the parking lot. And ladies and gentlemen, this one right here went like hotcakes. Have you got many more of these left?
I'm out of the red, white, and blues.
Now, you also had a hunting hat that was beautiful.
I've got the hunting hat.
And with hunting season just around the corner. Another thing about old Neil. Neil and I grew up in Troy, and we are hams. We like to hear ourselves talk and all this. But Neil enjoys the same restaurants I enjoy, and he's just a lot like me in some respects.
I'm trying to learn under your tutelage.
Yeah, exactly right. But and of course we appreciate all of our sponsors and very much. Okay, let's move into the college ranks, and I've got an upset right off the bat. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Ladies and gentlemen, play the Boston College fight song. Boston College is going to beat Clemson.
The Eagles.
What's the name of that place, Mike? They play those games?
They play at Chestnut Hill.
Chestnut Hill. Hey, they're going to get trapped. Clemson's going to get trapped.
If this game was 4 weeks ago, I'd go with it. But, boy, Clemson has got it clicking.
Man, their defense.
Clemson is knocking people's heads off. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, and they gave Marcel the beer joint. Look at it like that. Hey, when those guys from Chestnut Hill, bam, 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 boom, boom. When they get those chainsaws out, all those Clemson folks start running back to South Carolina. They're not going to know how to act up there in north, that far north.
I got a feeling they'll figure it out.
The line's 19.
I got a feeling they'll figure it out.
And they gave. Okay. All right, who do you like?
I'll take the Tigers.
All right, okay. You take the Tigers. And then who do you like?
I'm going to go with Clemson. I don't think they're going to score 77 points on them.
No.
Whoa.
I think Clemson's defense is going to be way too much for Boston College.
Well, I tell you what, though.
33-17, something like that.
But one thing about it, though, somebody's got to get them. Somebody's got to tear this, got to turn this thing around.
It won't be until the national
championship. This will be a late game. It'll be 7 o'clock kick on Saturday.
I reckon the biggest, if somebody walked in out of the blue and had not looked at college football hardly at all this year, they would say, Florida State's playing at Notre Dame. Wow, 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 wow. Well, you don't hear that wow, 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 wow anymore.
Touchdown.
Notre Dame's quarterback out. Buck's not going to be playing against Florida State.
Ian Book is out for the game.
Buckshot, who now?
Ian Book, the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
He's out, but it ain't gonna matter.
I think the running back, the receiver, the line, everybody could be out against Florida State.
Okay, so Florida State, bless their hearts, they are just on.
I tell you what, Florida State, man, it's amazing though because they're a talented team. It's just a shame that Tiger couldn't rally them to put them together at all this year.
Mike, Mike Jr., let me ask you a question. What's Florida State's record this year if Jimbo Fisher's still the coach?
I'd say they're probably 8-4.
You think so? Yeah, I agree. I'm on total agree with you.
All right. Well, did they open up Alabama last year or this year?
Last year.
And they had one of the best defensive fronts in the country back then, and were really good until that quarterback
Francois got hurt.
Well, shoot, it was a number one against number 3 game.
Yeah.
Francois, hadn't been able to bounce back, and their offensive line's been horrible for years. But I think Notre Dame will blow them out.
Yep.
Touchdown, Jesus.
That's right, and that's the real deal. Is he's not being sacrilegious. That's why they got it at that stadium. Mike, your daddy. That's one of my bucket lists. I want to go to Notre Dame.
Take him to South.
I want to go to Notre Dame.
Alabama's going to play them in like 2026. You going to be able to make it that long?
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
I'm gonna wake up somebody, and it'll probably be your wife's granddad. I can remember when Johnny Latner used to play for Notre Dame, and I listened to him on the radio when I was a kid. And they had a helmet. Listen to this. And the helmet had a cross. It was a cross.
Did it?
It went like this, and then away like that. It was a cross in the helmet.
They didn't wear the gold domes.
But Johnny Latner, who later on won the Heisman Trophy, was the guy I used to think about. Okay, everybody takes Notre Dame.
You got 20 minutes left. We better pick it up.
We're in good shape. We're in good shape. We can end this thing in a second.
You just pick the football games, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it don't, Mike. Remember, it don't matter, Mike. and hey, do they fry eggs? It don't matter.
Yeah, they have breakfast there. I tell you what, if they don't want to be a sponsor after this today.
Okay, Oklahoma State at Oklahoma, and my favorite player to ever play at Oklahoma was the great Tommy McDonald. Have y'all ever heard of his name?
I've heard his name.
Played with the Eagles in the pros, and he was a great receiver. And, of course, Bud Wilkinson won 40-something straight games there at Oklahoma. Who beat them to snap the winning streak?
Oh, my gosh.
Bear Bryant in Kentucky.
Bear Bryant in Kentucky beat them and then another big streak they had. Notre Dame broke the.
You know who my favorite player at Oklahoma was? Brian Bosworth.
Oh, I love no Bosworth. You're right, man. If you're a linebacker, you ought to be just like him because he was mean, boy. He was mean. But Bo got him one night though, didn't he?
Oakland Raiders, yeah,
exactly.
I think this will be a really good game, and I think Oklahoma will pull it out. The over/under's 80.
Yeah, and they'll probably go over.
And you know what though, 80. You still though, if you're a betting man, you still you'd be crazy not to take under 80. That's still a lot of points.
Kyler Murray is putting on.
And if you turn the ball over a few times, and one of them's got to play some defense, but Oklahoma doesn't have a defense.
Oklahoma's 21-point favorite as well.
All right, who do you like here? I know if you're from Texas, you hate Oklahoma.
I hate picking either one of these games, but
just shoot in there. Just shoot in
there.
Up one of them's got to have some relief.
Shoot up in there. Somebody's got to have some relief.
Yeah, Oklahoma State's going to make it a closer game than I think everybody expects, but Oklahoma's still going to pull it out.
Yeah, I'll take Boomer Sooner myself.
And this young coach, Mike, a lot of people think he's one of the best in the country. Where he got his start was at Texas Tech. Isn't that right, Mike? Or was it East Carolina?
He played quarterback at Texas Tech.
And then the big fat coach left Texas Tech and went to East Carolina, and he followed him up.
Ruffin McNeil.
Ruffin McNeil weighed about 400 pounds, probably.
He had the surgery, so he lost a bunch of weight.
Let's not make fun of fat folks. Come on now.
What are you talking about, man? You just big. You've been big all your life.
Ruffin McNeil is now his defense coordinator at Oklahoma. They fired Stoops' brother.
You mean he brought Ruffin McNeil in there?
Well, he was already a coach on the staff, but he promoted him to defense coordinator.
Now, Lincoln Riley is young now, I'm telling you. He's
one of the youngest coaches in the country.
He and our coach are probably good friends, don't you think?
Well, Neil was at Texas Tech. I don't know if they cross paths or not.
Let me ask you this. If Neil Brown gets a big job next month, is Vic Koenig or Matt Moore going to be in line for the head job?
I would grab both of them right now.
I would think Matt Moore would have a chance.
Yeah,
I think Vic would have to go with Neil because I'd pay Vic so much money.
Athletic director, if you're paying attention, Matt Moore. If Coach Brown leaves.
But both of them would probably be candidates for the head coaching job.
Yes.
Y'all hear that out there, don't you? We're making predictions up here.
TCU at West Virginia.
Remember, if you'll act right one day, you coaches, I'll take you to It Don't Matter restaurant.
It don't matter. TCU at West Virginia.
What, though, if Neil Brown doesn't get a head job this year, I'll be shocked.
There's going to be offers, I promise you.
Okay.
Especially if he beats App State and Georgia Southern. Good grade.
TCU, those Horned Frogs, and this is what they do. Instead of hook 'em
is it together or split?
Texas,
you got to split
instead of hook 'em horns, they do this. Look here.
Gotcha.
Look. You know what you look like? You look like a rattlesnake. You know what I'm saying?
The FAMU Rattlers.
But I had to throw this in. The Purple Cats, boy, they used to be good on defense. What happened?
Man, like I say, I think just gotten soft over the last couple. You kind of see it decline over the last couple of years, and it really got really bad this year.
Now West Virginia needs to win on out, and they'd have a shot, Mike. They'd have a shot at the
they got that one loss.
They got a situation.
I know,
they
but
got
I
to
think
play
you're
Oklahoma.
gonna find somebody. I think it's gonna be somebody with one loss. The other team.
I think Michigan's a much better one-loss team than West Virginia.
Yeah, it probably is. All right, who do you like here?
I'll take the Mountaineers.
Yeah, me too. TCU. Ew.
Hard times here late this season.
Hardin Simmons could beat TCU.
Oh, I know.
How many of your friends?
That's a small line though. It's down to 11.5.
Is it really? I thought it was like 14.
I would jump on West Virginia.
Everybody thinks that TCU's defense is going to do something,
Well, I mean, I'd love to see this would be, the highlight of the year. Obviously, if we go in and beat West Virginia, but
I want to remind y'all while I got it on my mind. Take your kid to hunt this weekend. You know what? They're going to be 45. They're going to be grown men taking 45-year-old sons out there. And when the game warden comes up and says, let me see your license.
You got your hunting license?
Guy, you're 46 years old. Well, Daddy said it would take your kid out to hunt this weekend.
I think
Friday,
they got
Saturday, Sunday. Hey, it didn't say anything about how old, and it did it, Steve?
He ain't listening.
He listened more than you think.
He's on the phone, I think.
Okay, all right. Ohio State this is not Michigan, it's Michigan State. Forgot to put the state. That's a big difference there. Ohio State and Michigan State. Some people like Michigan State in this situation.
I do.
All right, so
Ooh.
he did take it.
Is Michigan off this weekend?
Michigan plays, well, yeah, technically they play Rutgers.
Oh.
Yeah, play Rutgers. Okay, I'm going to take Ohio State. I don't think they're through. I think, in fact, if they beat Michigan, they're going to be in, I believe, in the Final Four.
No, not with that blowout loss. They're not going to be in.
You don't think so?
Nope.
They got beat by an unranked team by 29 points.
Yeah,
They're out. They're out.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they can play spoiler.
Michigan State is the home team, and they're only Ohio State's only 3.5.
Oh, something's wrong somewhere, but I'll still take Ohio State. Who do you like?
I'll take Ohio State.
I'll take Ohio State.
All right. How about you?
I'm taking the Spartans, Michigan State.
Are you really?
We're gonna win this game.
No way.
Yep.
And you know what? He's a great
This
coach.
is a real early game, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. All right. Here's my next. All right. And I'm not going to pick Arkansas, but you know what? They'll Arkansas is going to play them tougher than people think. I'll take LSU to beat Arkansas.
I'll take LSU.
How about you?
Go Tigers.
All right.
Yeah, this is another low line. Arkansas has only won 2 games, and LSU's only 12.5-point favorite, but I'll take LSU.
This next game is upset
Yeah,
special.
You're right, and this is a huge game for Florida State. For Washington State. If they win, they got a shot.
They're going to be in the top.
Them and them.
I'll go ahead and start it. I'm calling the upset. I'm taking Colorado.
I'm taking Colorado too at home in Boulder. How many times you gone to Boulder to see a ball game? What happens at Boulder at the first ball game?
The Buffalo
They
runs
bring
out.
the biggest buffalo in the world. Those guys that are handling that buffalo, buffalo weighs a ton probably.
Yes. I'll take the Cougars though. No upset.
He likes the Cougars. All right, who do you like?
Man, I've been on the Colorado all week, but I've been watching. All year, but I've watched Washington State, and they're legit. Washington
They can play
State's gonna
defense
win.
this year.
They're going to win this game.
I'm gonna surprise you. At one time, was he on Troy's roster or was
Yes.
he being recruited by Troy?
he
He was on campus.
He was at Troy, their quarterback.
Neil's already told the story.
Then Lincoln Riley took him to East Carolina. Is that right?
Yeah, him and Brandon Silvers had a spring training head-to-head, and Minshew did not think he could beat out Brandon Silvers, so he left.
Here in Troy.
Troy, Alabama.
He took part in spring.
Yes.
Golly, I didn't know that. But I know now he is the
The
leading.
crazy thing is, though, he was going to transfer to Alabama when all the hurt stuff was going on.
That's right. He is the leading quarterback statistically in the country.
Mike Leach said publicly he should be up for the Heisman.
Isn't that amazing? Boy, oh boy.
Tragic story, the Washington State quarterback that was supposed to start, in the offseason, had committed suicide.
Mike, who'd you take here?
He took Colorado.
All right, everybody took.
Except for me and Ricky took Washington State.
And I tell you what, look for Washington State to have a different uniform every game. To have a different uniform. All right, UCF and Navy. All right, I'm UCF. I have won 19 straight games, or 22.
No, we talked about 22.
22 straight games, and I don't deserve. You know what this does? It makes teams like Troy and Memphis and Southern Miss and Central Florida not get any respect at all in the polls. And you go.
What are you talking about, though? You still get to play in a New Year's Bowl game. That's not bad.
Well, that's not bad, but 22 straight games. Somebody got to beat them, Mike.
It won't be Navy.
Yeah, but
this is the wrong year for Navy.
Wrong year for Navy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Central Florida will kill Navy.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving right along. I'll take Central Florida.
I think Navy's only won 2 or 3 games.
I was sitting in the half shell yesterday, eating next to Grady Reeves, Mike, and I told Grady, I said, we were watching the Tennessee game on TV, a playback, and they had Pruitt. I said, did you know he was married to a girl from Banks? And he said, yeah, and he started rattling off all that stuff about him. He knew him well. I'll tell you right now, Tennessee's going to win that football game.
No, they're not.
Yes, sir, Reed. Yes, sir, Reed. Give me Tennessee.
They won. Mike.
Tennessee Vols.
Mike.
Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me.
They barely beat somebody 14-6.
Why do you have to hold your nose to sing that song? Rocky Top.
Yeah, they only beat Charlotte 14-3.
14-3, Charlotte.
I don't care. They set everybody out and let them rest, and they're going to beat Kentucky.
No, they're not.
You watch.
I'll take the Wildcats.
Kentucky is probably heartbroken from losing to Georgia, but I think Kentucky's defense is too good. I'll take Kentucky.
All right, Mike takes Kentucky. How about you?
Kentucky.
All right, so he took.
I hadn't picked Tennessee all year, so I'm not going to start now.
All right, I'm taking Tennessee, and I like it. And here is another one. Texas Tech will beat Texas. Give me Texas Tech over Texas. Playing at Lubbock. It's going to rain, and the mud is. And tell them how it is.
It gets pretty nasty.
Windy and muddy.
The wind, the dust gets mixed up with the wind and the rain. And they say that you could be out there.
How we doing this right here?
In a white suit, and it turned brown.
Yeah, it's mud.
Is that what they do this, don't they?
Yeah,
y'all do this, and they do this.
Ricky Clark,
Longhorns do this.
And Ricky Bud Casey coached out there 3 or 4 years and said, you gotta want to go to Lubbock. You gotta want to go.
You know, Bud Casey coached at TCU too.
He sure did. Yeah. Do you remember him?
Under Pat Sullivan.
Pat Sullivan. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna take Texas. You know,
you had some Auburn ties.
Yesterday, Texas Tech's quarterback. So.
Oh, Mike just told me.
Wait,
he just told me that the quarterback's out. Son, what were you trying to do? You fixing to deceive your daddy. I hadn't circled it yet. Look.
I tell you what, it does mean a lot, though. The line's only 1.5.
I know it.
Take the Longhorns.
Okay.
Texas has been a disappointment, though. They've lost 3 games. I thought Herman would have a really good season this year, but he's still struggling to get it turned around.
I'll take the Longhorns.
Oh, okay. All right. Who do y'all like?
They got a wide receiver that catches everything.
Texas.
All right, Texas. You're going to take Texas. All right, now, here we go. UAB and Southern Mississippi. UAB is going 11-1. They're going to beat Southern Miss this weekend.
They're rolling. I'll take the Blazers. They got one of the top defenses in the nation.
Now, you talking about somebody's going to get a job. I went down if he didn't get a job.
Clark,
what do you think?
Everybody's going to be after Clark.
Yeah, he makes about $1 million at UAB, his new contract, and they're building a new football stadium downtown, that 55,000 seat stadium. But
rightfully so.
When you got a chance to make 3 or 4, you're going to take it. But tell you what, look for Chuck Dunn. If Clark gets the big time job somewhere, Chuck might want to go back and coach more.
They talk every day. They're good friends, no question about it.
I know they're super close, but yeah, I like UAB over Southern Miss.
Yep. And okay, all right. Now let's quickly move on down. We got South Carolina at Florida. I like South Carolina.
South Carolina beat Ole Miss last week, and Florida. Everybody's kind of giving up on Dan Mullen in Florida, and Felipe Franks is no good. And second-string quarterback got carted off the field this week in practice and everything. Just when you write Dan Mullen off is when he wins one. I'll take the Gators.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I like Florida's defense in this game. I think they'll have enough to beat South Carolina. Bentley is playing a lot better though.
It'll be.
And that's the kid from Opelika that did something that I have never heard before.
Left high school early.
Left high school going into his senior year.
Yeah.
Not in January. He went when he enrolled in school. Instead of enrolling as a senior at Opelika High School, he enrolled as a freshman at.
He did.
And actually became the starter before the season was over. Pretty incredible.
Sure did.
I'll tell you what, old Muschamp will be down there in that humidity sweat.
Well, who do y'all like? Who do you like?
I like Florida.
All right, who you like? Florida. Who you like, Mike?
I can see Muschamp now sopping wet with
Am I the
sweat.
only one that's going to take South Carolina? Got the guts to take South Carolina?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Mike. Who do you like?
I took Florida.
Wisconsin and Penn State. I'll take Penn State. If we are Penn State, isn't it?
I wanted to make sure they were playing in Happy Valley.
Yeah, the line's 9.5.
I'll take Penn State.
When they white out, they were voted the most the top school in the country as far as pageantry. When they white out, they say it is extremely impressive.
Yep.
Because everybody does it. I mean, when they white out, they white out.
It's a total.
It really is.
Everybody's in.
It is amazing. Okay, everybody likes Penn State?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. South Florida and Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I'll take them at home.
I'll take Cincy.
I'll take Cincy.
Then I'm going to shake it up and take South Florida.
Okay, you take South Florida.
I tell you what, it's really two really good teams here.
Yeah,
Cincinnati went a long time before they lost.
South Florida's lost 2 in a row.
Yep.
Mike thinks Fresno might be the surprise team of the whole country. They
And I'll
play
take-
on the blue field at Boise.
And I'll take Fresno.
They've eased into the top 25.
You're taking a team
Bulldogs
against the blue field.
Yes.
Well, you know that game's tonight.
The Smurf
I
turf.
will never ever do that. I'll take Boise on the blue field.
Who
Who do you
takes
like?
the Smurf turf? All right.
If you can stay up and watch it, it starts at 9:15 tonight on ESPN2. Fresno's a 2-point favorite. I'll take Fresno.
Ricky, who do you like?
I'm taking Boise at home.
That's right, on that blue field. Don't ever, ladies and gentlemen,
It'll probably be 20 degrees.
Go against Boise. Who'd you take?
I took Fresno State Bulldogs.
Okay. All right, they are playing pretty good.
Boise's 7-2.
All right, quickly, Vanderbilt at Missouri. Missouri's playing well. I'll take Missouri.
I'll take Missouri too. They're playing in Missouri.
Who you, Mike?
Missouri.
I'll take Missouri. Ole Miss at Texas A&M. Men just shoot in here because one of them has a relief.
Well,
Ole Miss
Jimbo
has still
Fisher
got the Egg Bowl.
Jimbo Fisher's got a lot of fans that are angry after him after losing that game up by 10 with 7 minutes left, and I think A&M will find a way to beat Ole Miss.
Yeah. Playing at College Station, just great pageant.
And they're a pretty good running back at A&M too.
And what's that number 5's name?
Yeah, Williams.
Yeah, he's good.
Duke versus North Carolina. I think this game's going to be played at Duke, isn't it, Mike?
I'm not sure, but
I'll
North
take the
Carolina's
Blue
awful. I'll
Devils.
take Duke.
I'll take the Blue Devils.
You know, I wanted to go upset here. You know, North Carolina needs to win a game. I'm going to take this one.
I don't see why Cutcliffe hadn't got
I'm
a
going to
huge
take North
job.
Carolina. Mike, you going to take Duke?
Yeah.
I'll take Duke.
Duke's a 10.5-point favorite.
Mississippi State at Alabama. This is going. Will Alabama be tested here, Mike, or will it be another one of those runaways?
We got a rusher picker.
Well, it just depends if Tua gets hurt. I mean, I think that's how you get tested. You play Alabama, but I think
Has
Alabama.
anybody got a pencil?
He's already hurt.
Has anybody got a pencil? I need a pencil.
I think if Alabama struggles, it'll be maybe. The fact they won't cover the 24 points, but I think they'll win the game.
I need a pencil. Maybe I can do it with a pen.
Let me tell you something.
Well, I can't do it with a pen.
If Alabama struggles, it'll be because they dropped a couple passes during warm-ups.
That's right.
Well, I think Nick Fitzgerald is one of the worst throwing quarterbacks. I know he's got a little bit better the last couple of weeks, but he usually throws a couple of interceptions against Alabama, and I think that'll be the difference.
If I had a pencil right now, I would break it in half because that's what they're going to do to him. They're going to break him in half. All 6'5", they're going to break him. When he gets to the line of scrimmage, they're going to be sitting there waiting on him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they would have already gotten rid of the guy in front of them, and they're sitting there waiting for him. And they're fixing to break him in two. He might not last a half, Mike.
I don't know about that, but I'll be in Tuscaloosa tomorrow, and I'm excited about going to the game.
Okay, all right. Everybody takes Alabama?
No, sir.
Wait a minute.
We got to rush it.
Wait a minute.
The Bulldogs beat Alabama this weekend.
minute.
Alabama's going down.
Oh boy, I just everything just went off. Hey, look here. That
Big
elephant's
Al.
gonna get you, buddy. He's gonna get you.
He's taking Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. Upset
Mississippi State.
Alabama.
There's my coffee. Is that my new coffee?
I'll get up. We're done.
Okay, we're done. All right. Also, Auburn at Georgia. Who do y'all like?
Georgia Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. I want to say Auburn, but
I think Auburn will play one of their better games, but I'll take Georgia.
All right, now here's our tiebreaker. Troy at Georgia Southern.
What's the spread?
What is that spread, Mike?
Troy's 1.5.
Yeah, I'll take Troy.
1.5.
29 to 20.
Give me Troy 31, Georgia Southern 24. Who do you like?
34-17 Troy.
Troy.
I'm gonna take Georgia Southern. I think Troy.
Oh no! What are you doing, man?
The Antichrist.
Well, I predicted Troy to lose to them at the start of the season. I think Georgia Southern is just going to be better at home. I think Troy's going to struggle.
What's your score?
I think the final score will be Georgia Southern 31-27.
31-27. Okay, 31-27.
A close one.
And,
in Statesboro.
Okay.
It's just a tough matchup to get ready for in a week.
31-24. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. Of course, it's been a lot of fun. Brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass.
Dealing.
They're dealing. And, of course, my good friend Ricky, and come in and ask for you personally. And
That's right.
But I got to put in a little note from my good buddy Bubba. Bubba is back and well and going.
You got to ask for Bubba.
Remember to ask for Bubba, my good friend. And, of course, he's one of the leading he would be in my starting lineup of the leading car dealers of all time. And, of course, we appreciate
I came
Bubba.
in out there a couple weeks ago. Bubba said, I'll be in the commercial. I said, Bubba, what about all these other guys? That wouldn't be fair to them. He said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Campbell, all-time great, no question about it. Hope you've enjoyed our show. We'll see you again at 1:30. We will run this back at 1:30, and you'll find out who I like in college football. And, you don't want to pay any attention to
The
these
winners
guys.
right here.
But, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend, and go Trojans!
Good luck.